Have you ever wondered why change feels so hard? I mean, like, why we try to build new habits, but within one day or 2 days, we fall back into our old ones? The truth is, it's not just about what you do, it is about who you believe you are. So today, I want to talk about how your habits shape your identity in every single day and how your identity is quietly shaping your habits. So once you understand this, you won't just change what you do, you will also change how you see yourself. Before we continue, I would like to explain what kind of habits I'm talking about. So, I mean, actually, the things you do each and every day without thinking much about them. Let's say brushing your teeth. You don't need to think much about brushing your teeth. These are the things you have been doing. I mean, you have been like repeating many times. So these things have become like automatic in your in your brain, in your veins, in your body, so you don't need to think much about them. Like, for example, if you are used to grab your phone when you wake up, of course you will always find it easy just to take your phone when you wake up. Without waiting, let's go to point number one. Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. Let me tell you a good example, the obvious example. Since I was a child, I loved stories. I loved seeing storytellers telling stories to people. People laughing, people trying to imagine what actually a storyteller is trying to say. So I said, what? You know, I should work on my English because I wanted to tell stories in English. I should work on my writing because I should also know how to write. I should start to read books. Then I started with 5 minutes. I upgraded myself to 10 minutes. And now I'm able just to speak, to write, and also to read more than 30 minutes. Oh, I hope and believe that I'm on a good track. So, to become someone or to become something, you don't need just to succeed. I think you need to start. You need to do some practice. That's the way of building a real character you want to become. Now I want you to think about this. What are you doing? Are the things you're doing making you the kind of a person you want to become? You want to become a reader. Are you reading? Think like this. If you want to be a reader or a writer or something else you wish to be, so what would that kind of a person you want to become would be doing in that moment? Think about that. I think that would be a very important question to ask yourself. Another important point here is your environment. Think about it like this. Does your environment reflect and reinforce that kind of a person you want to become? Does it affect your habits? You want to become a reader, but you still keep your book away from dining room, away from obvious place. How sure are you that you become a reader if you're still doing it like that? Because you're making, you're trying to make things so hard. You're not making them so easy. So you have to keep your books in obvious places where you can even see them, where it is easy just to grab a book and you start to read. You want to become someone who is disciplined and you're still hanging out with people who are out of discipline. So you're making everything hard. That's why you start something today and tomorrow you quit. So you have to find the way you can surround yourself with the things that will support you to achieve what you want to become. short example. When I started to read, I tried to make sure that I have books around me. When you go to like my dining room, like near by my bed, you will find a book. So those things always motivates me, always tell me that you are a reader. And if I miss like one day, tomorrow, it will be hard for me to just to miss another day. Because I will know that now I'm becoming another person. I'm not a reader. So to become a reader or to become a writer, you don't need just to be successful in that. No, you need a process. Just a process describes you what kind of person you are. So process matters. You become what you do every day. You become who you hang out with. You have to know about that. Even if you don't notice, they are making significant changes in the way it's hard for you to notice and to know. So please, from today, look around and start to ask yourself, what does environment tells you about that kind of a person you are becoming? And more importantly, what small change could you make to support the person you want to become? This is very important, my friend.